So a Jelly Roll Day. It is the 3rd September, third third Saturday in September, and we are celebrating Sew a Jelly Roll Day. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sew up a jelly roll, okay? I'm calling mine the Jelly Roll Sweatshirt Jacket. I am taking a sweatshirt and a couple of jelly rolls, and I am going to make a jelly roll jacket, all right? Okay, I have cut up or deconstructed my sweatshirt. And what I mean by that is I've taken every seam out of, I've cut every seam out of this sweatshirt. Here's my waistband I cut off, the cuffs, the collar. So I have taken all the seams out of this sweatshirt. What do I have left? I have 5 pieces left. I have the back, which is a nice large canvas for me to lay out my blocks on, or my strips, whichever I decide. And then I have a left arm and a left front. I have labeled them and pinned them together so I don't get them mixed up. And then I have a right arm and a right front that I've also labeled and pinned together, okay? Here's my thought process when it comes to the Quilt As You Go with the Nantucket summer strips, okay? I've already made a line to mark the center of the right sleeve. Then I'm gonna take my strip, put some glue down, glue it down, and then I'm gonna build it out. I'm gonna take this one, so right sides together, and then it'll flip over that way. Then I will take this strip, sew it on here, flip it out, and then I'll just work my way out as I work on this sleeve and the rest of it, okay? I am finishing up my Quilt As You Go sweatshirt first, and I just want to show you how far I've gotten. This is, so I've strip pieced on the back, on the, this is the right side. So here's the right sleeve. Turn it this way so you can see it. And I've also did some simple quilting right down like a 1/4 inch from each seam. So that's what I'm working on. This is the right front. So it's a really simple concept, and I'm super excited about it. And then what I'm gonna do is I am going to put my lining right facing. So it'll be right facing with these strips, and then turn it inside out. So my seams and all that will be encapsulated. I hope that makes sense. I'll walk you through it. Super simple, super fun. All right, I'm gonna finish quilting the back. So this is the back. All right, so let me, I think I don't have that many more to go. Let's see. I don't. Here we go. So just a 1/4 inch from each seam. I'm top stitching. I have my stitch length at about 2.8, I would say. I just want it to look pretty. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just using my foot as my guide. I don't have a walking foot on, but if you need one, go right ahead. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish up. I have probably about 5 more rows to go. And then I'm gonna come back and I'll show you where I'm at. Okay, I completed all my fabric or strip panels, okay? And this is my left. I have them labeled. So this is gonna be my left front. And it's time to put the backing or the lining on, okay? Now, had I been thinking, I just would have quilted you go the whole jelly roll, right? It would have been smarter. And then just cut out my fabric panel to the backing, but I didn't do that. And I think I don't know if I want it quilted in the inside. So I want this plaid to kind of stand on its own in the inside of this jacket. So what I did is I cut out a piece of my lining that is like 1 inch or 1.5 inches bigger than my front panel. I'm gonna flip this over. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. And I am going to pin it. So I'm gonna pin it before I sew it, okay? But I'm only sewing, let me show you. I'm sewing the collar, the front, the opening where it's gonna open, and then the side. And then I'm leaving all of this other side open, even the shoulder, so that I can attach it to the other fabric panels, the back, the sleeve, and things like that, okay? But I'll be able to flip it and I won't have to worry about having an unfinished seam, all right? That's my theory. Let's see how it goes, okay? Hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna lift up my ironing board so that you can see. And I am just gonna pin this and then we're gonna get on the sewing machine. I'm thinking of curving this. Yeah, let's give it a whirl. I'm just using the sewing machine. Just take your time. I'm going to cut this down a little, making sure I don't cut into any seams. I'm also going to do it at this part I decided to curve. We'll see how this turns out, guys. Need to clean that up a little. All right, let's turn it inside out. So again, I sewed the collar and down the front and down the bottom. I left all of this open so I can turn my jacket, my front panel inside out, okay? So let's do it. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna push out these parts. If you have a purple little thing, oh, look, that rounded corner turned out good. All right, I'm excited about that. I just decided it at the last minute. All right, I still have to top stitch. Let's see if we can get this collar out. There we go. Oh, yay, yay. I'm excited. All right. So I still have to top stitch. Let me see if I can turn it this way. There we go. I have to fix this, go in with my purple fang and straighten it out, and I'm going to top stitch it. I think I may wait until my jacket is completely put together and then I'll do this top stitching. Working on the back of my sweatshirt jacket, my Jelly Roll Sweatshirt Jacket. And you can see the collar right here, just making sure I have enough for the lining. And it looks like I do, which is great. Now I'm going to flip this over right sides to right sides. All right, go up. And I'm not worried about my strings because when I cut, all of that will drop off, okay? There we go. So I am just gonna sew the collar and I'm gonna sew the bottom. Those are the only two I'm gonna sew. I'm gonna flip it inside out and then we'll attach our sleeves, and we'll attach the front with the shoulders first, and then we'll do our sleeves and we'll be done, all right? All right, trimming up the bottom, leaving a 1/2 inch in case the back is a little longer than the front and I need to make some adjustments, all right? 1/4 inch from the seam that I just sewed. All right, so now we should be able technically to turn this inside out. All right, I'm gonna take off these clips, just realizing that won't work. And it should be really simple this time. Ta-da! Where's my collar? Here it is. Okay. So I need to take my purple thing or my finger and go ahead and get my collar, but there we go. So we have, this is the outside of the back, and here's the bottom. Also gonna need to use my purple thing. I need to stop saying that. And then I'm gonna stitch a top stitch all around the bottom of the jacket. So that's the back. That looks fantastic, guys. All right, now I got to just match up my shoulders and sew those. Then we'll do the sleeves. My right front to my right side of the back, all right? I'm just gonna line it up. And my main focus is the shoulder. And here's the time that if I needed to, I could trim, I could make some adjustments. I wanna make sure the bottoms are about the same as well. And I am going to attach this with clips. There we go. And I'm going to use a 5/8 seam. That way I can clean anything up if I need to, okay? There we go. Oops. I'm gonna make sure it'll fit on there okay. Then I'm gonna come back after I do the right and the left, and I'm gonna attach the sleeves to the front, right front and right back. And then I am gonna sew the sleeve together. I've started working on the arms or the sleeves of the jacket, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pins in right across the bottom. And I'm going to sew a 1/2 inch seam across the bottom. Then I am going to cut it to the size of the sleeve, the size and shape of the sleeve. And then when I flip it over, so I'm going to flip it over and attach it to my jacket, guys. And then all I have to do is do the inside seams. And it's only going to be these at the shoulder and these along the side. So I'm excited about that. And then I do have to top stitch, but that's it. All right, I am pinning the sleeves on. This is the left, I think. No, this is the right. And what I did is I folded this in half. I found my center mark, and I'm going to use clips. All right. And I'm just going to clip at the beginning and at the end. To start with, and then I will adjust the fabric. There we go. And I'm doing 5/8 seam just to make sure I have enough fabric. All right, so let's move this one down here. I'm wanting these two to meet up. All right, and then we're going to put one in the center here. And then I'm going to sew along here. That's going to that's going to attach to the top of the sleeve, sorry. And then I've already done one sleeve. Then I'm going to just sew up. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So I'm going to sew up and out, or out and down, one of the two, to get my sleeves. And then I will worry about if I want to have these covered with binding. I have sewed on both sleeves and both fronts, and I'm turning it inside out, and let's see if it fits and see how it fits before we do put the bias on the seams, on the inside seams, and before I top stitch around this jacket. All right, I will say I feel like I wasted a lot of fabric, the lining fabric. All right. Needs a good press, but let's see. There's one and two. It fits, guys. Yay! Isn't that cute? Okay, I gotta put some pockets on, I think. What do you think? Quilt as you go, Jelly Roll Sweatshirt Jacket. Ta-da! I finished it. My Jelly Roll Sweatshirt Jacket turned out super cute, guys. Let me model it for you here. I'm not a model, but ta-da! I love it. I love how it turned out. I used a men's extra large jacket, as I said, and it only took 37 strips. I know I said 1 to 2 jelly rolls, but all you need is 37 2.5 inch strips for this size jacket. Turned out great. I haven't put pockets on it. You do need 2.5 to 3 yards of the lining. What I did is I did a stitch and flip versus quilting through all 3 fabrics. So I did that so that I didn't have to add binding to my sleeves. What I did is I did a top stitch when I flipped them. I still need to finish my top stitch and then my binding on the inside. These are the only locations that I need to bind. So I am excited about that. I love how it turned out. I think I'm ready for Road to California. Not QuiltCon. I want to do another jacket for QuiltCon. Right. Thank you guys for watching. If you would, like, comment, and subscribe. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you go. Have a wonderful day, guys. Happy Jelly Roll Day. Bye.